Hello again, Escott from the Retro Gamer Forum. Going to do another quick video, something a little bit different from what I normally do. We're going to have a look at an emulator on the Game Boy. It is an official emulator, nothing dodge, and it's I showed briefly in a video before. It's the Game Boy player for the GameCube, and comprises of two parts. You can see there you've got the base that plugs into the bottom. If you've probably never really looked at a GameCube at the bottom, but there's all sorts of different ports and expansion things, and this one plugs into the bottom. You kind of got to screw it back in, but 2-minute job. And then there's also a disc to go in as well, so the disc comes in a standard case like this. The actual player itself, got a couple of memory cards in there, not easy as this is to see, and it's kind of light level. You can just see there the cartridge is here, and they just plug in, not particularly easily it has to be said, but they just plug in at the bottom. Now the game I'm actually going to look at is called QWAK, QWAK, and for some bizarre reason I've just forgot the author, but he was at Bite Back, an event run very early this year by Matt Corn, aka Witchfinder, and he turned up and he had a limited number of these carts, and he was obviously aiming to make money, that no doubt, but there were only 200, and I'm going to take his word for it. And QWAK was a very popular game on the Amiga, and I think came out 1 or 2 of the PC, and this one was one of a very limited run, 150-200, that came on the GameCube, and it does say it's not officially endorsed by Nintendo. It isn't. No, author's name not on there. So we've got these kind of custom made carts, so I thought this was as good a game as any to put on, because not many people will have seen it running. So all you do, the disc's already in, so just put the cart in, upside down for some reason, just turn that on, and you go straight to your standard GameCube screen. You can see here, and let's say it gives you the option of 60Hz mode, which is always nice. So try and maybe hear the wind outside. It's very blustery where I am at the moment. And this was one of the cards. There were 2 cards you could get, and within that there were some demos, which I'm not going to look into this game, but there are a couple of unfinished demos that he produced, and they really are just kind of Mode 7 demos. Not really much playability, but that's on the menu of the game. Okay, so this is QWAK running, just recording there, and so I'm using the Game Boy player, the adapter for the GameCube, and just put the Game Boy Advance cartridge in. You can see there's a little window on the screen, so it doesn't take up the entire screen, but most of it. And this is the game, so this is your character here. As I say, not many people will have played this at all. Whether it's available as a ROM now or something, I don't know, probably. But it was nice to buy from the creator at the time. And as I say, this one has a few little demos on it. They're just Mode 7 demos, which very little interactivity, but kind of show you what could be done with the Game Boy. I had a very quick run of this before I put the video on, but I forgot about all these falling platforms. I'm still trying to work out exactly what all these various fruits do. I know you can fire them. You have to collect all these keys. I think 1 or 2 of the RG forum members have also bought this game. I remember a few people kind of showing it to each other at the event. It'd be nice to see more of. Oh, go ahead there. More of these kind of programmers, releasing these games. And if they want to make a bit of a profit, if they can, come to a show and why not? I'm sure there are still hundreds of semi or unreleased games out there from the good/bad old days. So somebody asked me on the forum whether for my event Retro Rewind whether we're going to have any guest speakers, and it's a good question, and the answer is I actually don't know. I hope so, but I don't know anyone, and so I'm going to have to kind of contact them and say, this is what we're going to do, are you interested? And maybe one or two will bite, we'll see. I know there's a few regulars that often go to these events, and there may be an event I'm not competing with, but there's another event that should be running next year. Still haven't heard about it yet, but it should be a largish event in the end of the summer or early autumn, which is way bigger than what I aim to do, and I wouldn't want my event that big anyway. I wanted people on there, but anyway, and whether they're going to nab all the kind of guest speakers that we've had before, like Arch McLean and the kind of people, I don't know. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. So I'm not going to put a plug in every video I do, but you know, I do want to fill the quota. I do want to, you know, sell my tickets and raise some money for charity. So apologise if I plug it in the next video or two. Yeah, I'm trying to work out what the hell's going on here. It's falling fruit now, and there's got to be a reason for that I've forgotten. Oh yeah, those. So it's not a bad little game. As I say, you can play it on the Gameboy Advance or the early generation DS's, not the DSi, which is Native Wisdom decided to remove that functionality. Oh yeah. Okay, so it does have a kind of bubble feel to it. Very colourful graphics. Controls on the GameCube are not too bad at all. And as I say, I think you can play every single... every single game. I just tried out a couple to see if it worked. I had F-Zero, the Game Boy version, and played that. Looked great. Hopefully, I think you can agree that it's a pretty good add-on. I bought mine for, I think it was £12, including the disc, which is immaculate. And if you do buy one, please make sure you get the disc, because there's no use unless you can. Obviously, GameCube discs aren't very easy to get hold of copies, so make sure you get the disc with it if you buy the add-on. As I say, eBay have a few I've checked, and it's one of those that, you know, you can play them on your TV. I think it's a real bonus. Not doing very well on this level. It's 3 times I've died now. Excuse me, got a cold. And that's me dead. Well, that was disappointing. And I snuck it on the easy setting as well, but well, nobody was watching, so thought I could have done maybe a little bit better there. Anyway, hopefully that gives you a little feel of the game. As I say, I'd like to advertise where you can get it from. You can't, but for anyone that's interested in QWAK, it is available on the PC, and also there was an Amiga version as well. I'm 100% certain on that one. So I'm going to struggle on with level 6, but as I say, if there's any questions you have about the event, please feel free to give me a PM or leave a message on YouTube. Okay, thanks again for watching.